Right guys, good afternoon and welcome to Bingley. Another market town, this time one that's nestled in the heart of West Yorkshire. And incidentally, another town on what's becoming an impromptu series from me about towns along the River Aire. Bingley's story begins, like many on my channel, in the Saxon times, where it's thought a settlement was built here on a fording point along the River Aire, which would have granted access to villages south of the river like Willesden and Cullingworth. The transformation of Bingley was really cemented with the building of the Leeds-Liverpool Canal, which transformed the town into a hub of industry. The canal's iconic 5 rise locks is not only a local landmark, but having been built in 1774 and being one of the steepest canal lock staircases in the United Kingdom, is actually a testament to the engineering prowess of the people of the time. Bingley's industrial history isn't just limited to the canal, however. There was also woolen and worsted mills in the area, which attracted workers from all over the countryside nearby to come to the town, further fueling its growth. It was also home to a market, well I think it still is home to a market, which was originally granted charter in 1212 by King John. Whilst the significance of the market has waned over the centuries, it would have cemented Bingley locally as a hub of sort of trade and commerce for a while as well. Nowadays, Bingley has been absorbed into the Bradford City Metropolitan District, though it's retained a sense of historic charm and an identity as a town in its own right. It's also home, so I've heard, to some great boozers. And it is an occasional meeting spot for my branch of the Society for the Preservation of Beers from the Wood, which I've talked about before. However, we've not been for a while, and I don't think I've ever come to a meeting here. But it's not an SPBW day today. I'm just here with my dad and good friend Paul to have a look around the town and find some good pubs. So if exploring Bingley and drinking some good ales sounds like fun to you, then join me and let's have a wander. Right, the first pub is right opposite the train station, which is why I did like my little intro just back there. So it's called the Peacock, and it's I think it advertises itself as a bar that does Indian street food, but it also has cask ales on. It's not the only Peacock, I believe they have one in Bradford as well and maybe some elsewhere. But yeah, I've never been in, so we're gonna have a look in, see what beers they got on.
You put on that side, and then
Vanilla stout.
You probably have that one.
Yeah.
So what you want?
Yeah, pint of, please.
Pint of vanilla stout as well, please.
and the vanilla stout, yeah.
Yes, please, please.
Are you doing your own?
Yes, I'm doing my own.
Just coming from so you
Right, in the first pub, and I've gone for an Aberdale Salvation series. This one's their vanilla stout. The Salvation series is a really good series of stouts that are usually different flavours and styles each time. But yeah, this one looks really good. Let's give it a go. But first, a big thank you to Matt Andrews for getting this one in. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. It's really dark and rich, but it just has that little finish of vanilla. Not too much by any means. Yeah, good pint that. Cheers. And if you want to treat me to a pint yourself, there's a link in the description below. Nice one. absolutely fantastic spot. Actually, it really pleasantly surprised me. Lovely owner called Raj showed me around, explained that they always try and have a dark beer, a strong pale, a weak pale, a blonde and a bitter on, which is really good going. Some pubs, they just put anything on willy-nilly and you end up with 5 pales on at the same time. So that was really impressive. Great decor, really friendly bar staff, and yeah, just another spot that I couldn't really top. So yeah, on to the next one I suppose. For the next one, a bit counterproductive, but we're actually going to head up and out of Bingley a bit into a place called Crossflats, because it's home to a brewery tap for Goose Eye Brewery, which is the one I've always wanted to actually go to. And I want to get up there while we've still got a bit of light, and some of the other pubs we're thinking of coming to in Bingley opening a bit later today. So yeah, we're going to head up that way, have a look, see if we can find this 5 Rise locks and see if we can find this Goose Eye Brewery tap. So yeah, let's have a wander. Right, here we are, just 5 minutes walk out of Bingley. We're in this lovely canal path. You'd never know you were right by a town. And we're coming up to the iconic 5 Rise locks now, so yeah, I'll show you it. So, as you can see behind me, the 5 Rise locks, as I said in the intro, built in 1774 and one of the steepest canal staircases in Britain. A very impressive bit of engineering, this one. Right, here we are. We found this little trading estate in Crossflats, which is home to Goose Eye Brewery, and they also have a tap room here. It is a bit out the way, you have to make the journey, but if you go up the canal, it's a really nice walk. So yeah, it's worth having a look up here. And yeah, I'll show you this brewery now. Goose Eye beers are always pretty fantastic, so looking forward to this spot.
Been so long, it feels like I've never had a drink.
Thank you very much.
Has been a while, hasn't it? Did you get Real Ale Talk? Is that the one you got?
Yeah, we haven't done that.
Oh yeah.
How you doing, alright?
Alright, nice to meet you. Ethan.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you, pal.
Oh, gasping. Right. I'll do a pint of Pommy's Revenge, please. What are you having?
Over stout, please.
And a pint of over and stout as well. Oh.
Yeah.
I think that was really cool.
Cheers, Kev.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Thank you very much.
It's good for smooth trips.
Oh, very it is, yeah. Yeah.
What's Teresa in the corner? Right, we're in Goose Eye Brewery and I've got my pint of Pommy's Revenge. They're 5.2% extra strong bitter, made with all English ingredients apparently, so yeah, let's give this a go. But first, just want to say a big thank you to Lisa from Perth for getting this one in. Cheers. Oh, that's lovely. It's got a nice instant bitter hit, and then it's balanced out with some more slightly sweet, fruity notes, and then just a nice long bitter finish again. Just classic English bitter, that, and nice little kick to it being 5.2 as well. Cheers. Right, that was Goose Eye Brewery Tap. A really great spot to tick off for me because, like I said before, I love that brewery. Really friendly bar staff, really friendly owner. The beer was absolutely fantastic as always with Goose Eye, and it was a really nice spot. It's a bit of a cold day today as well, and it's a bit of a walk out of Bingley, like I said. So I was grateful when I saw that fire in there as well. That was really nice. It was lovely, toasty, warm, and I think if I lived around here, I'd probably spend more time than I should in that place. But yeah, we're going to head back into Bingley now. We've got a couple of traditional pubs lined up, and I think we've also got a micro pub as well, so stay tuned for them. We've made it back to Bingley, back to civilization, as you might say. But it was actually a lovely walk up to the Goose Eye and Cross Flats. We went up one side of the valley on the canal and came back down on the road on the other side, and really worth a little trip actually. So yeah, 100% recommend that if you're in the area. But we're going to go to a couple of traditional pubs now. The first one is called the Old White Horse, and it's supposedly one of the oldest buildings still in use in Bingley. So that should be interesting. See what that's like inside. We don't actually know, none of us have drunk in there before, and I didn't notice it online, so we've not even 100% sure if it has. All right, yeah. Apparently there is 2 cask beers on, so we'll give it a go. Don't know what they'll be. Might just be boring, but yeah, be worth having a look in this pub anyway if it's a really old building. So yeah, let's have a look. We found the Old White Horse Inn. Looks like a fabulous building from the outside. I'll show you it now. It looks like it must have been an old coaching inn because it's got that telltale archway through the side of the pub. I'll show you it now.
Or a bitter.
I'll do the bitter, please.
No, bitter, please.
Yeah, please.
Oh, really? We did. In the end. Really? Yeah. Looks like KSI. Look like KSI, literally. Anything else?
That's it, IQ, nice one.
Not the best.
The best?
Right, we're here in the Old White Horse, and I've gone for half of the Black Sheep Bitter. So yeah, we'll give this one a go. Standard Black Sheep Bitter. Had it a fair few times. Decent enough beer. But yeah, didn't fancy a pint of it. Cheers. that behind me was the Old White Horse Inn, and it was a bit of a foodie pub, but it was an absolutely fantastic little place. It's a gorgeous building on the inside. Sorry, just gonna try across the road here. It's a bit mad, this junction. But it had 2 cask ales on. They said that they're both, even though they were both Black Sheep this time we went in, they are actually both guest ales. So they change regularly. They get beers from Ossett and Timmy Taylor's and I think it was Otter Brewery in Devon, strangely enough. The decor was absolutely fantastic. The staff were really friendly. Locals were really friendly. There was I didn't get the names, but there was a couple of lovely ladies in there that gave us some of their dinner, because they had like a fondue thing with loads of bits of steak and chips and all sorts, and they were finished. So really friendly spot. And the beer was absolutely perfectly kept. The sort of Black Sheep bitter is not my favourite beer in the world, but it's still not bad for a bitter. But anyway, yeah, fantastic little recommendation from good friend Paul. And yeah, we're gonna head now to one of the Good Beer Guide locations in Bingley, the Brown Cow, which I think is a Timothy Taylor's pub. In fact, yeah, I can see it in front of me and I can see the sign, so it is. I'll show you it now. But apparently they have a cracking full range of Timmy Taylor's beers. Might have dark mild actually.
Half a pint.
Can you see?
I'll do a half a dark mild.
And a half as well, please. And a half as well, please.
Yeah, cheers, thank you.
I can't remember what cocktails Jen used to add it to. We used to have
Whiskey sours.
Oh yeah, she likes whiskey sours.
We're in the Brown Cow, the Timmy Taylor's pub, and I've gone for the dark mild, so give this a go. I always love a dark mild. Oh, lovely. Nice flavour to it. I mean, it's lacking body, but it is like a low percentage mild. They're not always perfect. But it's got a nice little chocolatey, like roasted flavour to it, and a sort of slightly bitter finish. Yeah, I'll happily drink some of them. Cheers. Another good spot, that one. The Brown Cow, Timmy Taylor's pub, with a fantastic range of Timmy's beers. Really nice staff members. It was a bit more of a foodie pub again, but still lovely atmosphere. 2 lovely fires. It was nice and warm in there, really inviting. But yeah, couldn't knock it. Another spot definitely worth a visit if you're in Bingley. It's not too far out. Like I say, it's a good beer guide venue, so they're always worth popping into. Anyway, we've got a couple of more pubs to go at. I'm just going to show you a lovely shot of the River Aire up here now, because I'm just crossing it as we speak. So yeah, we're going to head up now, I believe, to the Chip and Urn, Bingley's micro pub. Should be good. Unfortunately, didn't open till 4, which on a Friday I think is a bit of a downside, but yeah, we'll see what it's like on the inside, see what beers they got on. Should be good. You know me, I love a micro pub, so looking forward to this one. It's called the Chip and Urn, and it's actually just down the road and I'm here now, so I'm going to show you it. Looks pretty good actually.
I don't mind bacon.
Are you
a pint or half?
Me, a pint in here.
Can I get a pint of the wildfire, please? That's all it is.
If this had been open at 1 o'clock, I'd have been there. But you've got to meet somewhere.
Well,
I won't be meeting in.
I'll take it. Yeah,
I
cheers.
won't be meeting live.
He's paid. Cheers, Red. I'll see you, corner. Right, we're here in the Chip and Urn. I've got a Bingley Brewery coffee and cherry porter, 6.3%, £4.80 a pint, I think, bargain. But it's brewed in collaboration with a coffee company, I think Cloudgate Coffee as well. So I'm interested to try this one. Let's give it a go. Wow, absolute beauty. It is exactly what it says. Coffee and cherry porter. Lovely dark roasted malt flavour. Lovely like bitter dark black coffee espresso coming through, and then a nice little hint of almost like glacier cherry actually. Really, really good. Absolute 10 out of 10. Might be the best beer of the day, that one. Cheers. I was genuinely sad to leave that pub. Absolutely fantastic spot. The decor, absolutely amazing. The owner and the barman, absolutely amazing. The beer, absolutely amazing. And I could have easily stayed in there for the night. Possibly, and I mean this genuinely, the best micro pub I've ever been in. It's 100% worth a trip to Bingley for that pub. It was one big room. It felt like we were the only people in there that didn't know everybody else. It was a proper community hub, that one. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, we were going to leave the video here, but we're going to do another final spot, a wild card option again. This place, called Martinez Wines, is a wine shop, but it also, on an evening, opens up this little bar that has one rotating cask beer. So we're going to check this out and see what it's about, because you can't really pass up a strange spot for cask beer like that, can you? Anyway, yeah, I'll show you it now. Looks pretty good actually.
yeah, it is.
Final spot. Yeah.
Sorry.
Goose Eye to finish on. Yeah. I'll take that with Belgium.
Just there.
Two ways.
Oh yeah. Make 2 pints of Chinook, please. Cheers. Oh yeah. I'm here in Martinez Wines, and I've got a pint of Goose Eye Chinook. So we were a bit sad doing this pub crawl that we had to leave Goose Eye Brewery earlier today. So I'm really pleased I've managed to get a second Goose Eye beer today. Absolutely fantastic brewery. Anyway, let's give it a go and see how it is here, because they've only got one cask line and it is a wine bar primarily. But yeah, who knows, we'll see if it's good. Oh, absolutely fantastic, perfectly kept, perfect temperature. It's a lovely, bitter, hoppy pale, this one. Normally, it's probably a bit on the hoppy side for me, but it has that nice balance of the sort of caramelly malt flavour to it as well, so it's not too bad. Another fantastic beer from Goose Eye Brewery, 100% recommend it. Cheers. Found a lamppost, not sure if it's any good, but that was the Martinez Wine Bar. Basically it's a wine shop that has some beers for sale as well, but then on an evening it opens up this wine bar that has some really cool keg beers on, and one cask as well. And I was super impressed with that place. The bar manager and the owner were both absolutely lovely, had a nice chat with them. The beer was absolutely perfectly kept. I was a bit worried, you know, you go into places that aren't real ale spots and they have one cask on, and you are a bit worried that it's going to be vinegar or it's not going to be right, but that one was absolutely spot on. And the owner is actually a real ale drinker anyway, so there was no need to be worried. He keeps a good cellar. Honestly, as a little wild card, a bit out there option, it was absolutely fantastic. 100% would recommend going in. And today, Bingley has been yet another fantastic real ale pub crawl. We've had some great pubs, we've had some fantastic beers, and one of the most sort of out there and varied pub crawls so far. You know, we've gone to some modern bars, we've done a brewery tap, we've done a micro pub, and we've done a wine bar. What more can you ask for, really? The pub of the day wise, it's a bit difficult again, because although I must say it's not as difficult as Skipton, where every pub was potential. For me today, the top spots have to either have been the Peacock Bar, the first pub we went in, which was owned by the fabulous Raj, who really looked after us, and they had a really good selection of real ales, and they always make sure they have a good selection of real ales. And the other potential is the Chip and Urn. Now, the Chip and Urn is quite possibly the best micro pub I've ever been in. I wasn't expecting much from what I'd seen online and what I'd seen from the outside of the place, but my God, it was absolutely fantastic, and so many good beers to choose from as well. So I've probably got to edge it towards the Chip and Urn today. However, it's been a fantastic pub crawl. I've really enjoyed myself, and I'm really glad that we decided, sort of last minute really, to come to Bingley and have a look around. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like and a subscribe. That's what helps me the most. And a lot of you who watch the videos are unsubscribed, so if you could just click that subscribe button, it would be really helpful to me. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy your week, and remember, support your local pub, especially in January. Cheers.